Let's begin with a small history. The university started in the 40s, with the University of Ibadan being the first university in Nigeria. It started as a public research university in Ibadan. Since then, the education system has evolved to where we are today. Today, I will discuss about the Nigerian higher education system and everything you need to know. Let's dive in. The higher education system in Nigeria is mainly divided into three. We have the universities, the polytechnics, and colleges. In other countries like the United Kingdom, known as the UK, there is a difference between colleges and polytechnics. Colleges have lower entry requirements, while polytechnics admission requirements are a bit strict as compared to colleges. But in Nigeria today, they can be taken as the same thing. We even use them interchangeably. Most people refer to Yaba Tech as a polytechnic, whereas it is a college of technology. So polytechnics and colleges are technically the same in Nigeria. On the other hand, what separates polytechnics from universities is that polytechnic teaches applied learning. This means that students have a practical knowledge of their course of study even before they graduate. This is similar to the last video I made where I discussed the difference between learning actively and learning passively. Universities employ more of passive learning, while polytechnics employ more of active learning. So they are both great options. Contrary to what most students think, they think that
universities is better than polytechnics.
And that is not entirely their fault. This is just what their seniors feed them with. Both polytechnics and universities have their own advantages and disadvantages. Right now, we will go through some of those things. Universities offer a wide range of topics and encourage research. The fact that they offer a wide range of topics makes it easy for students to choose them, since they have a lot of options to choose from. But does that mean that they are the best? Let's not jump to conclusions. The fact that they encourage research makes them more suitable for courses that are more of theory, e.g. social science courses like political science, economics, accounting, etc. Or other courses like geography, history, philosophy, etc. Don't get me wrong, this does not mean that universities cannot teach other courses very well. It only implies that the structure of the university is more suitable for teaching theory courses more than practical courses. On the other hand, Polytechnic focuses on applied learning and practical skills. They sometimes collaborate with industries to effectively train their students. So naturally, the Polytechnic system is more suitable for handling practical courses like engineering, like marketing, like catering, etc. Also, this does not mean that they cannot teach other courses that are theory-based. It only means that by reason of their structure, they are more suitable to handle practical courses. In addition, most polytechnics do not offer courses like medicine and other complex courses. Now let's move on to another section. To become a lecturer in a university in Nigeria, you must have at least a good bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a doctorate degree in the field you want to lecture in. For example, to become a lecturer in the University of Lagos, popularly known as UNILAG, the candidate needs to possess a good bachelor degree, a master's degree, and a doctorate degree, known as a PhD. That is not all. The candidate must also have 4 years of teaching and research experience during his stay as an assistant lecturer when he was teaching as a lecturer too. In case you don't know, the journey of becoming a lecturer begins from becoming a lecturer too. And to become a lecturer too, you have to first submit your master's degree to a higher institution like a university or a polytechnic, where you work with them for quite some number of years to gain some teaching experience and research experience. So this is what you will use in addition to your doctorate degree to become a true lecturer at a university in Nigeria. This means if you end up getting admission into a university in Nigeria, all of your lecturers will at least have a master's degree, and most of them will have a doctorate degree. Just a reminder, if you are not yet subscribed, please tap the subscribe button. Let's move on. The lecturer requirement for Polytechnic is not as strict as the one for universities. With a good bachelor's degree, you can work as an assistant lecturer, And the moment you get your master's degree, you can work as a full lecturer in any polytechnic in Nigeria, provided you get admitted as a lecturer. This means if you end up getting admitted in a polytechnic in Nigeria, all of your lecturers will at least have a good bachelor's degree, and most of them will have a master's degree. Choosing between a university and a polytechnic depends on the individual and your course of study, but in general, both of them have their own merits and demerits. As we said earlier, polytechnics is suitable for more of practical courses like engineering, while universities are suitable for more of theory and research-based courses. Next, let's explain how to enjoy both a polytechnic and a university system in Nigeria today. If you really care so much about the polytechnic system and the university system, or you fall into the category of students who fend for themselves by themselves, then this is something you can try out. Direct entry. Have you heard of it before? It is an education term we use in Nigeria to associate the act of transferring from a polytechnic to a university. Let me explain. A university runs all its year of study at once, while a polytechnic, on the other hand, runs its year of study in sections. For the polytechnic, we have the OND, Ordinary National Diploma, and the HND, Higher National Diploma. Each of the two sections runs for 2 years. After the first 2 years, candidates will receive their first certificate, which is their OND certificate. They will also be given an additional 1 year break to go and work and gain experience, which is known as IT. Some people refer to it as internship. It is just a period for you to go and gain experience. So if you are the type of student that falls into the category of fending for himself or herself, then this is a good time for you to go and work, so you can make money to sponsor your remaining education. Actually, that 1 year break can be extended for more than 1 year. Some students even work for 2 years, 3 years to get additional money so that they can prepare fully for their remaining education. So the direct entry system simply allows you to use your OND certificate to apply directly into a university from your polytechnic. This time around, you'll be admitted into second year directly, which is 200 level, instead of you getting admission from scratch 100 level. So let me explain again. It means that if you use your OND certificate to apply into a university, you get admission directly into 200 level instead of 100 level. Or if you want to continue in your polytechnic, you can go back and reapply for the Higher National Diploma, which will run for just 2 years, whichever one you prefer. So my friend, come closer. In case you do not get accepted into a university, you can first apply into a polytechnic. Then after your OND, you can fill a direct entry form into a university. It's that simple. Don't waste all the years of your life chasing university. You can first go for your polytechnic and use your OND certificate to apply directly into a university. Next on the list, I will just talk briefly for those who are interested in getting their master's degree and their doctorate degree. So the duration for you to get your master's degree actually varies. Naturally, the duration is 1 to 2 years, but depending on your course of study, the duration to get your master's degree can actually become longer or shorter. Master's program in computer science and programming can take 3 to 5 years for you to complete, while master's program in courses like medicine can take up to 6 or more years for you to complete just to get your master's degree. So it depends on your course of study. It might take you lesser, it might take you longer. So let's move on to the PhD. The duration to get your PhD also varies. PhD in political science will take you anywhere from 3 years to as long as 8 years. To get your PhD in economics, it will take you anywhere from 5 years to as long as 7 years. To get your PhD in medicine, it will take you anywhere from 3 years to as long as 8 years. While PhD in computer science will only take you anywhere from 4 years to 5 years. This is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any question about anything, drop it in the comment section and I promise to get back to you. Also like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for dropping by. Just a reminder, I will make a video on how to choose your course of study, so watch out for that video. Until then guys, stay loved. Michael cares.